Hi, I'm Mary Helen, founder of Ballet Beautiful. Today we'll be talking about how to maximize your bridge workout, the Ballet Beautiful program. So, bridges are some of my favorites for quickly toning and tightening the butt, the core, and the back of the legs. But there's a few things that are really important to keep in mind as you go. So let's come down on our mat and we'll talk about it. For starters, engaging your core. You want to always be pulled in nice and tight with the stomach, and you never want to have any sort of arch in your back. So that's true whether you're down on the mat, whether you're sort of dropping the hips to go down, or especially when you're lifting up. You always want to pull in tight with the stomach and push that pelvis nice and high. Doesn't matter what the feet are doing. They can be together, they can be open, you can be up on demi-point, 1 foot, whatever it is. You want to engage through your center and lift high with those hips. So the hips, again, another important thing to keep in mind. The higher you're lifting up, the more challenging the exercise is going to be, the more you'll get out of the program. So if we're working on one leg, you want to take a nice lower and lift. This is one reason why I personally really like working on my demi-point, because it gives me a bit of extra height and elevation. It's going to lift my hips that much higher, give me a bigger range of motion, and help make the workout more challenging, therefore more impactful. So we can think about that. Whether you're up on your demi, you want to be pulling in with the stomach, the hips are high. Even if your feet are flat rather, you still are using those same principles. You're engaging with the abs, you're lifting with the hips, very, very high. So you have a nice big down and up. Now I think the last thing to really keep in mind as you're working on your bridge with Ballet Beautiful is thinking about whether you're working on your demi-point versus your feet flat. So this is something I mention a lot in the workouts. I will typically show modification because I'm often working up on my demi-point, so I've got my heels lifted, but you can also do this if you're following along at home with the heels down flat. If you are going to lift onto your demi-point, it's very important to keep those ankles steady. You don't want to lower and lift. I don't want this to be a calf exercise. If you're going down and up with the heels and the feet, you're going to just exhaust and totally fatigue your calves. You're not going to get the same benefit out of the butt and the thigh work that's involved in this exercise, because all the energy is going to be going down to your lower legs. So it's really important that if you are going to lift up, you keep your ankles very steady. If the feet are together, you keep the knees closed, just following my direction in the video, so you've got that nice steady base. And if you're choosing to keep the heels flat, that's fine too. Again, keep those same principles in check, stomach in, don't arch that back, keeping those hips nice and high. So these are just a couple of things to keep in mind as you're working on the Ballet Beautiful bridge to make sure that you really get the most out of each exercise. So I hope you can try these at home and let us know how it goes.